Hey guys, welcome back to Maximillion's Toybox. This is Shark here, and we got another duel video for you guys today. We got a newbie's new deck, his Chaos Gorgonics against the Zerdos Classic 6 Samurais. And this is going to be my first voiceover commentary for a video. So please bear with me if it's kind of slow for me. So it looks like newbie's going to start off this round by setting 2 cards, and then he normals the tour guide. Activates tour guide's effect, and he's going to search his deck. And he's going to special summon, well, he's got 2 choices, tour guide or the Kushano, and it looks like he goes for the Kushano. So now he's got a light and a dark on the field, which is the one thing you want to look for this deck because it's a chaos build. So of course he's going to have all the chaos elements in it. So I personally wouldn't like any of them hitting the grave. So he's going to use them to overlay for a Fortune Tune, which is the play I saw coming. I wouldn't normally see him going for the Gorgonic Guardian first turn. So he passes turn. So Zerdo's going to activate Shien's Smoke Signal, and he's going to add the Mizu to its hand. And he doesn't want nobody to cut yet because he's going to look through it again. And he activates Rhoda, searches his deck. It's most likely going to add a Keyzon to his hand. That all depends what he has. If he doesn't have the Kagamusha or the Elder in his hand, he'd probably add those. But yeah, he goes for the Keyzon. And now he's finished looking through his deck, so he's going to have newbie cut it. And he'll continue with this play. So he sets 2 first. And then he normals the Mizu. Waits for response. And newbie's going to respond compulse to it. He doesn't want him to get any plays right now. And since he has no monsters, and it looks like he doesn't have an Elder in his hand, he can't really do much right now. So he passes turn. So it's newbie, standby phase. He'd gain his 500, but it looks like he forgot here. Oh well. Sets 1, normal summon tour guide. Then Zerdo activates Cloak and Dagger, which is when, if you don't know, it's a monster's normal special flip summon. You can call one monster's name, and then if it is normal special flip summon, they both get banished. So he banishes Cloak and Dagger and Tour Guide. Newbie passes turn. So Zerdo's going to activate Smoke Signal, and he's going to search for his deck. And since he obviously doesn't have an Elder, yeah, he adds the Elder because, you know, it'll help him get more plays. He can special summon it, and then go for Keyzon since he has a 6 Samurai monster on the field. So newbie cuts deck. And he specials the Elder in defense. No response. Normals Mizu. No response. Specials a Shine with its effect. And specials 1 Keyzon. And then specials a second Keyzon. Here he can go for the overlay, which he does, which I guess is the Blade Master Ninja, or Blade Armor Ninja. Activates Blade Armor Ninja, target itself, so he can attack twice this turn. He activates Mizu's effect, he tributes the Shine to pop his back row, and he ends up popping a Wiretap. Shine's effect, he'll add the Keyzon to his hand. And then he activates Keyzon effect from hand to special summon it. Next he can go for another overlay. He doesn't have any tuners, so he can't go for the sync. Only thing he can overlay with is Mizu and an Elder. So let's see what he goes for. It looks like he's going to go for the overlay, but what is he going to overlay for? Most likely the Invoker, yeah. He goes for the Invoker, which is a good play, because now he can activate his effect to special summon another level 4 warrior-type monster from his deck. Which most likely is going to be another Keyzon. I personally don't remember what other level 4s he runs, besides the Shine and the Keyzon. And he's possibly going to overlay them. Oh, and here, we have a little explanation here. When I was recording, I forgot that he added one of the Keyzons from his grave to his hand with the Shine's effect. So it's 3. So now he overlays for another Blade Armor. No, he goes for Rhapsody Berserk, which I guess, yeah, that's a good play. It would help him with the whole chaos aspect. So Blade Armor Ninja attacks and he deprisons it, so that kind of wasted its 2 attacks. So he attacks for 16 with Invoker. He attaches a Kushano from Fortune Tune to avoid destruction. And as I was saying, the Rhapsody Berserk is good against Chaos decks, especially ones like this one that don't have things hit the grave a lot, like Chaos Dragons. Because you can activate his effect, target his light or dark, and you can banish it. So that he can't get his BLS or Chaos Sorcerer on the field. So yeah, he targets the Kushano and banishes it. He passes turn, maybe draws, standby phase, activates Fortune Tune's effect to gain 500. So he normals Giant Soldier of Stone, activates Gorgonic Gargoyle in hand, special in defense. And he overlays for Alucard. I thought he was going to go for the Gorgonic Guardian, but he didn't. And then it gets bottomless. His Alucard gets banished. So he just passes turn. So Zerdo's turn, he draws, and he's looking through his graveyard, possibly thinking about using Rhapsody's effect, but I guess he doesn't think it's worth it right now, so he doesn't activate its effect yet. No, yeah, he doesn't banish anything just yet, but he's looking to his banish to make sure. I don't know. I guess he's just looking to his banish. He sets 1 card back row. Invoker attacks Fortune Tune. Detaches a tour guide to negate destruction. Goes to main phase 2. He detaches 1 from Rhapsody. Now he wants to banish something. And he's going for the tour guide because it's a dark type. And then he activates the second effect to equip them to the Invoker, so he becomes a 28. And he passes turn. Newbie draws. Standby phase, gains 500. And he passes turn. Invoker attacks Fortune Tune. Destroyed. Next Fortune Tune's effect activates. He targets the only 3 level 3s, the only 2 level 3s in his graveyard, which is Giant Soldier Stone and Gorgonic Gargoyle. Shuffles them to the deck. And Fortune Tune gets placed back into the extra. Then Zerdo passes turn. But maybe has to shuffle first. Zerdo cuts. And maybe draws. His special is Chronomy Crystal Bone in defense. And normal is Gorgonic Gargoyle. Name slipped my mind there. He goes for Gorgonic Guardian. And Gorgonic Guardian is pretty much a boss monster for this deck. It's got 2 really good effects. The first one, which is a quick activate effect, which is you detach 1, target 1 monster on the field, its attack becomes 0, and its effect is negated, and you can do that on either player's turn. And the second effect is, once per turn, you can target 1 monster with 0 attack and destroy it. But you can only activate that effect on your turn, but it's still fine. So he activates effect detached to target the Invoker, makes his attack 0 and negates its effect, and then he activates its second effect to destroy it. And he passes turn. He didn't attack. I guess he was afraid of the back row. He banishes Elder, and he banishes his Keyzon. To special summon his Chancellor. So he activates Chancellor's effect, but Newbie chains Gorgonic Guardian's effect to make its attack 0 and negate its effect. So Zerdo passes turn. Newbie's turn, sets 1, switch Guardian to defense, and he passes turn. Next, Zerdo normals a Kagamusha and specials the Grandmaster, and activates a Cynicism that he set and targets Kagamusha. I'm guessing he's gonna special summon an Elder. So he special summons Elder. Now he can go for a sync play, seeing as how he's a Kagamusha on the field. So the cut deck. Next, he's probably going to go for the Shien, seeing as it hasn't hit the field yet all game. So yeah, he sinks for 5, and he brings out the Shien. Activates Chancellor's effect. He pops the Guardian, and then newbie takes 46 direct. And Zerto passes turn. Newbie draws, he sets 1, he looks through Rave, but there's nothing he can do, so he passes turn. Zerto normals Kogeki, no response, and he attacks for game. Well, guys, that's so that was round 1 of Chaos Gorgonics versus 6 Samurais. What else can I say? It was a good round. Newbie did put up a good fight. He brought out his boss monster, brought out some good XYZs, but Zerto just had better plays for that. So remember to thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Like our Facebook page, link in the picture coming up soon. And so yeah, this is Shark signing off. Catch you guys in round 2.